in mind, I'm not the hooligan that you might think I am for the most part, okay? Did it spin?
I do think it's fun. Actually.
So you're probably wondering, Kyle, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at 131 right now testing? Well, it turns out that there was a miscalculation on my part. They're not testing. They have a big bracket race going on this weekend. A big like 250K or something like that. So unfortunately, ended up spending the day starting to wet sand on this a little bit. I really have not gotten that much done. Just mostly been focusing on the hood. But what I am gonna do, since I got the hose out because I'm washing the body dust away, is we're gonna put a little burnout pit over there. And then I think what we're gonna do is, I think it would be interesting to try and make that thing leave on the street. Like a virgin street surface, which is basically what this parking lot is. Keep in mind, this is set up for like radial, drag and drive, light radial prep. So I've never once made a pass on the street in this car, at least not from a dig. I've like, you know, laid into it a couple times from like a 60 roll, but like nothing leaving from a dig with a burnout. So I'm gonna do a water only burnout. Keep in mind on this car, it might look like it's fancy, but I assure you it's not. It has no drive shaft sensor, no shock position sensor, no G meter, no traction control. So I'm just going with out of the box Holley Dominator, basic IO timing retard at leaf. So I'm gonna see what I can do. I might actually go get the draggy, and if it goes well, maybe I'll find a good spot down in Mexico. It's kind of a far drive, but I think it's worth it to get just a little, maybe 330 hit or something. All right, so first attempt, what I'm gonna do, I've never done a burnout with this converter, so we're gonna build some familiarity here with it. I poured a little puddle back there. Hopefully I can go do a burnout in it before the sun dries it up. And then does a good burnout. I have a tune-up in it already that I think should maybe leave down the street. Maybe, I have no idea. So if it just breaks the tires right off, whatever, I'll change the tune-up, get back in it, try it again. But for this pass, I'm not putting the safety gear on. For this, if it just does a burnout, I'm not putting the safety gear on. We start to get maybe a 60-foot pass or even a 330 pass. We find the street in Mexico, not here at all, hours and hours and hours away. Then maybe I'll definitely have gear on, but I'm not doing, you know, balls to the wall passes and this thing on the street. I'm just trying to toy around with it, have fun. So. Do burnout when there's no water down there. I guarantee you the water done dried up. Spin City. And I don't think there's enough water in the ground where Nate put me in the water crooked.
No, I put you in there. It's all dried up.
Let's review the data.
All right, what do we got there?
I think it spun. I don't know, does the camera reflect that? Did it spin?
I do think it's spun.
You think it's spun? It could have spun. I want to jump to conclusions.
Yeah,
it could have spun.
Let's look at the data first to make sure.
Yeah, it just left on 3 pounds. It did not blow the tire off right away. It started riding the edge of the tire, then yeah, right about there where I pedaled it, dropped off, and once it's gone, it's gone. And it wasn't holding it at 5.5 pounds, you know, probably 60 feet out, so it's not looking promising, but I'll give her at least one more try. What I'm gonna do, so the water doesn't immediately dry up, is I'm gonna have Nate maybe just like use one hand with the camera, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, pour
it immediately on the in the ground in front of my tire.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll do the burnout.
Yeah.
Also, guys, keep in mind, I'm not the hooligan that you might think I am for the most part, okay? I've not done a stopped burnout in this car since it had like a stock 302 in it. So this is a little bit different than trying to do a burnout in the burnout box at the track. So don't judge me too much. The first one, it just blew right through the line lock, so rest stayed in it because we can do burnout. Come on. Yeah, let's give it another whirl. All right, so I made a couple changes here, but I'm not going to show you because the sun's super out today and it's not rocket science. So I just dumped a bunch of timing out of it, and what I'm going to try and do actually is just not even leave it the boost controller on, just leave it off. The wastegate should do plenty enough to get it where I think it's probably capable of doing. We'll find out though. Gearing up. Avengers, assemble. Ooh, a dryer ball. Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna say that no, it can't leave on the street, at least for my tuning ability and the time amount that we have right now. So the one thing that I've always wondered though is I've left that parachute bricked up back there and it's been all compressed for like a month now, so maybe I'll stretch its legs. If anybody at the Muskegon County Airport can organize a race between me and an airplane, that would be absolutely awesome. Me and Nate were just talking about that. Literally right here, just drive around the corner, have them shut the airport down for like an hour, let me run an airplane. It would be so sick.
And then you guys would switch.
And then we'll switch, yeah. Old nasty bag. Guys, this parachute actually came off of the original wagon. Like the OG wagon when it was a radial car back in the 2010s.
Looks like it.
Boy. So, this is how old this thing is, guys. When's the last time you've seen like a cylinder style chute spring launcher? Watch out. And then you scratch your car on the way out. It's okay, it's a wrap. The sun will straighten it out. Okay, so I had Nate call our boy Carson up. He's gonna give Nate a little ride while I'm in the car. So well, let me fix my hat. I'll wear it like Big Chief. There we go. So we're gonna make the long trip down to Mexico so that we can unpack this parachute the proper way and get it aired out. So we'll see. I don't know. We did it!
You did it.
We did do it. I'll tell you this much, I really did not think it was gonna deploy. I was doing probably a good 70 miles an hour here on this barren road in Mexico. I would have figured it would have popped a little bit harder at 70, but it was, you know, it was packed up back there. 70 versus 160, 170, like what I've been going, is very different. So all good fun.
That was a quick drive back from Mexico.
Oh my goodness, dude. Dude, driving all the way back from Mexico in this thing is a hot, loud ride. I can't even hear anything. My ears are just ringing.
No breakdowns?
No breakdowns all the way back. It was like, what was it, 2,000, 2,500 miles?
Something like that.
Insane. It gets there fast, especially on the ethanol tune-up. So, well, we're back here at the shop, pretty much done for the day. I'm Kyle Morris. This is my YouTube channel. Thanks for checking me out. If you haven't already subscribed, leave a comment what you want to see more of, less of. You guys have been doing great on that kind of stuff. Appreciate the feedback. So, but anyways, thanks for watching.